The holiday season is a time of joy, of togetherness, and of putting others first. It's also a time of big dreams wrapped in festive lighting and sprinkled with a dash of magic. Here at Neighbors for Neighbors, this is our favorite time of year. The holidays are an opportunity to celebrate you, our neighbors, for all of the amazing and transformative ways you reached right into our community and made such a big difference to so many. Hi, I'm Cynthia Demas. Welcome to the Neighbors for Neighbors Holiday Special, brought to you by our partners at Hoffman Chocolates, Tri-Rail, and T-Mobile. I can't think of a more beautiful and more appropriate place to bring you tonight's special than right here at the Berry Farms. It is quickly becoming a fixture in South Florida. The Berry Farms has fields and fields of luscious strawberries when they are in season. But they transform into this winter wonderland for the holidays. Carl and Deja Weegat are the co-owners of the Berry Farms, and they are very committed to helping our South Florida community.
So I was a farmer's daughter, so all I've known is seeing my dad and grandfather do farming, and I've absolutely loved it. At first I was like, this isn't cool to be a farmer's daughter, but it is cool. It's to experience a little piece of agriculture and farm, and so that was our goal, to create like an industrial farmhouse feel.
And so my vision kind of came from being able to sit outside under the trees, relax, have a milkshake, have food, but also be able to go back and be a piece of everlasting history for families. All seasons are a time to give. You know, I know we're always on Christmas time and through Easter time and Thanksgiving, but there's a self-fulfillment when you're able to give and you're able to open up and you're able to connect with others. And if you're needing something, when you're able to say, you know what, this is just a season. This is not a forever. This is just a moment. And it's just a season that, you know, I just need a little boost, a little encouragement, a little motivation just to get me to the next level. And you know, there's so many people out there that are willing to help. And, you know, we think of ourselves as a couple, and we've hopefully been able to raise our kids with that same deal of being able to look for the opportunities to help others and to bless others' lives. As, you know, we've all been there at one point.
Joy, happiness, that was the goal, you know, to bring a piece of country to Miami. And so when we see on Instagram and Facebook, thank you so much, we needed this for our community. Like, that's the gratitude. Like, we needed this for our community. I think that's all you want, you know?
As fall turns to winter, the lights go up, the holiday music starts to fill the air, children start to dream of reindeer on the roof and presents under the tree. But children are not the only ones with dreams. The Miami Dolphins are having a terrific year and are making a final push for the playoffs. Not only is this team spreading joy through their on-field play, they're spreading real holiday joy through their love and dedication to the community. Through the Neighbors for Neighbors Adopt a Family for the Holidays program, the Finns adopted 4 families whose economic situation this year put them in a position of limited means. But instead of a sparse celebration, the Dolphins stepped in to make these families' holiday spectacular.
No, it always feels good to give back to the community, especially ones that are less fortunate than some others out there. But definitely last year it was a great feeling. I know our kid that we adopted, we bought him football cleats, a football, some basketball shoes as well. And when he came and he just saw that on the table, you could see it was just a big smile on his face, and his mom was super happy. Just to do that for a family like that, it always feels good.
Team members met each family on a video call where they had a chance to meet the families for the first time. The gifts were then packed by the players and delivered directly to the families in time for Christmas.
What's up, guys? I'm Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. Just wanted to say how appreciative we are, you know, to be able to do something like this for you guys. You know, giving back is something that we all want to do, and we have a lot, and we want to do a good amount. So we want to do a lot for you guys too. So. We hope that, you know, our gifts and whatever, you know, help out with things that you guys are going through. So.
Thank you.
In addition to these families, the team invited the Praval family to be their special guest live at Hard Rock Stadium for their home game against the reigning Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Miami Dolphins' commitment to adopt a family didn't stop with the families they adopted. They also teamed up with Neighbors for Neighbors to cut a series of PSAs, encouraging other organizations to adopt families as well.
For over 25 years, CBS4 has helped families in need with the Neighbors for Neighbors Adopt a Family for the Holidays program. And this year is even more important.
With a little help from you and our partners at the Miami Dolphins, we can make a difference for so many South Florida families.
It's easy to adopt a family. Log on, choose a family, and you can make the holidays a little brighter for our community.
Enjoy the gift of giving. Visit neighborsforneighbors.org and choose a family today.
And when we come back, we'll introduce you to an organization that needed no encouragement at all to adopt a family. In fact, they adopted 7 families. Get ready to be inspired by our longtime friends and sponsors at Hoffman Chocolates. And remember, Neighbors for Neighbors connects those in need with those who can help. If you are in need or if you are willing and able to help, contact Neighbors for Neighbors today.
CJ, before you do that, you should know that what you tell Santa today is not a secret. Everyone in the world's going to know about it.
So maybe we better hold that.
Yeah.
What are you going to tell Santa?
Welcome to the Berry Farms in the Redlands. We're a third-generation farming family, and this is our latest spot, with farm-fresh produce picked right from our fields. 30 acres of land, to be exact. You're invited to run and play all day. Our acres of sunflower fields are here for you to pick or take some selfies. You can relax or bounce all day. And we've been told we've got the best food, juice bar, and shakes around, bringing a piece of country to Miami. The Berry Farms.
More smiles and more joy. This year, more families than ever were adopted through our Adopt a Family program. There were more gift cards collected and more toys donated. All because of this, there's simply no way for us to thank our community partners more. Neighbors for Neighbors thanks everyone who made this Adopt a Family the most successful ever. Together, we connect families in need with hope and help during the holidays and all year long. Welcome back to the Berry Farms in the Redland, the dazzling location of our Neighbors for Neighbors holiday celebration. It is twinkling and it is spectacular out here. We are also sponsored by our partners at T-Mobile, Tri-Rail, and of course, Hoffman's Chocolates. Hoffman's Chocolates has been part of our Adopt a Family for the Holidays program for the past 5 years. They are a great partner and an inspiration. We're thrilled to have their continued support. This year, Hoffman's Chocolates adopted 7 families, 1 for each of their locations. They did this for the 5th year in a row, and they were able to make the holidays bright for some very special families whose children are battling cancer.
It's just been an amazing partnership. The interaction with the families and our managers are just like none other. It's so rewarding. And, you know, for Hoffman's, it's really about the community and working with different organizations. And our managers just love, this is one of their favorite ones, actually. I guess maybe the time of the year, too. The one thing about Hoffman's and BBX Capital, there was so much synergy. And that synergy was the importance of giving back to the community. And when we look at Hoffman's, when we look at our parent company, BBX Capital, that's who we are. We could be, you know, companies always brag about products or talk about products, how great their products are. But the one thing that we stand behind and we believe in is supporting the community in which we live, work, and play. We have a special treat for our families this year because we can't meet in person. We created 3-foot Christmas trees, and instead of ornaments, it's filled with candy and chocolate. Each manager, we came together and each manager decorated their own tree based on their family's favorite color. So the ribbons and the bows all coordinate. And they don't know they're going to be getting this, but the day their gifts are delivered, we're going to deliver their special chocolate Christmas trees as well. So that was something new this year, and we're excited. And that's another thing, the team came together and we all decorated our trees, and it was such a great feeling.
Like other adoptees, the team at Hoffman's Chocolates was able to meet and celebrate with their families on a video conference. Some of the families Hoffman's assisted were from the Jessica June Cancer Foundation.
Oh, this is a bright day for the families that are going through very difficult time right now. They're battling childhood cancer, and one of the families brought the sibling of the child that's fighting cancer, who was very upset because she could not make it and she could not be here because she's in the hospital. But then Santa was so nice to talk to her, and through the phone and the video, Vanessa got to speak to Santa. But it represents joy, respite, showing care from the community. It makes a difference to know that you're not fighting alone during such a difficult time, and in the holidays to show that it's love, it's hope, it's precious.
The kids got to meet and pick up their gifts directly from Santa, who came to town on an antique fire truck.
This is extremely overwhelmed concerning the amount of love that, strangers, are giving to my kids, during this time of the year when, people mentioned that, it was one of our darkest times, especially this year when everything went down, COVID and all that situation. So it's overwhelmed to see all the people that, have come together. Hoffman Chocolate, Neighbors for Neighbors, Sandra and Nicole Foundations. I mean, you guys are being, extremely helpful. We definitely appreciate it during this difficult time that we, that we're incurring right now, and especially, for my daughter. You guys definitely, every time you get involved, make her, her heart shine, and just see her smile right now and playing, for both of my kids during this time. I mean, this is, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
When it comes to companies that go above and beyond for the community, there really is only one word to describe Hoffman's Chocolates, and that is sweet. For all they do to support us and our initiatives, we ask that you support them. So here's a list of Hoffman's locations. Please stop in, even if it's just to say thanks. It's not just corporations that have gone over and above this year. Individuals stepped up too. We are grateful to an individual who even donated a car to a special family in need. It was in great shape, and he knew it would be better served helping a family that needed it rather than selling it or trading it in. Neighbors for Neighbors reached out to our partners at Broward Schools, who referred us to Melissa Smith and her son Elijah. Melissa's a single mom who was working really hard to make a great life for her and her son, but they didn't have a car of their own.
We were spending so much on shared rides and not being able, doing car rentals and stuff just to get to and fro to his medical appointments. Me being able to work. Now that we've been without a vehicle for almost 2 years, and not being able to go to work and having to stay at home has been accumulating all kinds of bills and late fees and stuff. So now that we have this transportation, we can actually start to, get back on our feet and do a lot better. I can't do public transportation with him because of his special needs. So having a vehicle to get around and do simple things is absolutely major. So it's a big difference in our life right now. I'm so lost for words, and I'm just so grateful. I really, really am. So here's our new chariot. Oh, it beeps. Oh, perfect fit. Oh, look. Oh, so smooth. Listen, the last vehicle I had was in the 90s. It was like a 1990. All this stuff is like luxurious. I'm like still in shock.
And now she is on the road to success in her gorgeous new ride. And we're not finished just yet telling you amazing stories of generosity and putting others first. That seems to be the theme for this entire year. When we come back, we'll talk more about how individuals and corporations have stepped up to levels we have never seen before. Remember, Neighbors for Neighbors exists to help connect people in need with people who can help. If you or someone you know is in need, or if you or someone you know is in a position to help, please contact us at neighborsforneighbors.org.
Welcome to the Berry Farms in the Redlands. We're a third-generation farming family, and this is our latest spot with farm fresh produce picked right from our fields. 30 acres of land, to be exact. You're invited to run and play all day. Our acres of sunflower fields are here for you to pick or take some selfies. You can relax or bounce all day. And we've been told we've got the best food, juice bar, and shakes around, bringing a piece of country to Miami. The Berry Farms.
More smiles and more joy. This year, more families than ever were adopted through our Adopt a Family program. There were more gift cards collected and more toys donated. All because of this, there's simply no way for us to thank our community partners more. Neighbors for Neighbors thanks everyone who made this Adopt a Family the most successful ever. Together, we connect families in need with hope and help during the holidays and all year long. Welcome back to the Berry Farms in the Redland. There's so much to do here throughout the year, with the key focus this time of year on the Winter Wonderland holiday experience. They are the perfect hosts for our holiday special. You know, there were a lot of different ways corporations and individuals helped our Adopt a Family for the Holidays program. Our Operation Elf is just one way. Operation Elf allows people to purchase gift cards to retailers and grocery stores that were then distributed to families in need so they could experience a little extra holiday cheer. Operation Elf brought in more than $30,000 in gift cards. This could have never been accomplished without our terrific partners at State Farm and Craig Zinn Automotive.
My name is Craig Zinn, and I'm the president of the Craig Zinn Automotive Group. Well, Operation Elf is very special to me, especially this year, as it's been the year from hell, as we all know, with the COVID situation. But for the last few years, I've been involved with Subaru and the Share the Love campaign, and I got to see personally the money that we were raising going toward the children that needed it the most, and having the kids come up to me and literally say thank you was something that I'll never forget. So being that emotion has stayed with me, and of course the passion for doing what's right has made it more important than ever to understand that to be a businessman and a good businessman is very important, but to be a good man in business, to me, is more important. This is our community. I grew up here, and it really hurts, and I think that we need to help these people any way we can. And it's an old tradition of the family is to always give back first to the children, because the children are the future. And without the future, we really don't have a healthy environment in which these kids can grow up. So it's most important that we start with the children and take care of them and their needs. And this program really goes a long way toward helping those kids.
My name is Jim Diaz. I'm a State Farm agent in Miami, Florida. Over the years, I've been doing the Operation Elf gift card program with Neighbors for Neighbors because being part of the community, I do believe in the program, and I definitely do believe in giving back. It's something that it's gratifying to see, children and families, especially during the holiday season, to have smiles on their face. And as two major organizations, CBS4 with the Neighbors for Neighbors program and State Farm as a partner to combine and do a joint venture to help the local community. I believe that word neighbor, probably got lost in time. And, especially in a time like now, it's great to see the tagline, Neighbors for Neighbors, like a good neighbor, because we got to remind people there are good people out there. There are neighbors, your next door neighbor. It could be from an individual to a corporation to an organization. There are people out here that do want to help. There are people out here that are going to do whatever we have to do to make sure that we help. So that tagline goes a long way. More than anything is to let, the community know that you're not alone, that you're not going to be alone, especially in the holiday season. We're definitely here to help you in any way, shape, or form, and that's why the operation of gift card program, to me, is dear to my heart. As a State Farm agent, like I mentioned earlier, we are involved in the community, and we do get to see it go a long way.
Through Operation ELF, the impact that these organizations made on local families was truly priceless. In addition to Adopt a Family and Operation ELF, we at Neighbors for Neighbors are very proud of the newest part of our Adopt a Family program, the Toy Drive. Thanks to AutoNation, All My Son's Moving and Storage, shops at Midtown, and the Fountains, we were able to help even more families than ever before. Thousands of toys were collected this season, and we were able to deliver them through our agency partners at FAPA, Harmony, Community Enhancement Collaboration, No More Tears, and Lotus House, who will in turn be able to help so many more families than we could have ever imagined. All My Sons also provided an additional holiday surprise to a grateful family. They brought dinner and essential items right to them. On top of hosting toy drives at all of their dealerships, AutoNation also adopted 50 families. 50 families, and big families too, many of them with about 7 kids or more. We were able to be there as a few of them came by the AutoNation office to pick up their holiday gifts.
I love what AutoNation is doing this year with teaming up with the holidays and trying to fulfill Christmas lists for families and that are in our community. So our 2 families that we have, they actually have 10 kids each. And that's exciting. I will tell you that I had one of my female associates that said she's never had a daughter. So this is the first time she's been able to buy Christmas gifts for a girl. And she's like so excited about that piece of it. I think these are opportunities that we all have. AutoNation empowers us to be able to do that and kind of just says, do everything you can and let us help you. We shouldn't put a limit on what's possible. There's a lot of enthusiasm for giving, especially when people go through difficult years. I would much rather, and every associate that I've run into, they would much rather feel the gift of giving than the gift of receiving. And so we have a great company we work for, we have a great store, we have great employees, and I think there's a lot we can do to keep reaching out in the communities. And I would definitely encourage all the local businesses out there. Everybody's doing great stuff on a corporate level. When you get down into the individual store levels, if everyone there would think, what else can I do? And give that gift to their employees, it gives them a feeling that most of them never get the opportunity to feel. And that's something very valuable.
Our Adopt a Family programs brought more than $435,000 in gifts and financial assistance to families in South Florida. That is an unprecedented amount. More than $100,000 more than last year was raised. And with your help, more than 550 families have been adopted. That is nearly 100 more families compared to last year. We've heard amazing stories of adopters helping their families get a new apartment, another raising $2,000 to help 2 families they adopted, and even another who has their own business hoping to provide the dad of one family with a job. And these are just a few of the stories. Through the community's generosity, we've raised $30,000 in gift cards and collected more than $53,000 in toys, all to be delivered to very deserving neighbors. All of this is in addition to the more than $680,000 in COVID relief funds that we've raised and delivered since March. That could not have been possible without our partners at FarmShare and Steps in the Right Direction, as well as Children's Services Council of Broward, Connect Familias, and Harvest Drive. So this all means that in 2020, Neighbors for Neighbors has connected nearly $1.2 million in goods and services to those in need in our community, and that is something worth celebrating. Thank you to everyone who supported us during this year. And again, if you or someone you know is in need, or if you or someone you know who can help, please get in touch with us. Visit our website at neighborsforneighbors.org to learn more. From the Berry Farms in the Redland for Neighbors, I am Cynthia Demas. Happy holidays, everyone.